What if I told you there was a free tool out there that could help you with things in your everyday life, from recipes to writing a book to learning how to change the oil in your car? It can help with everything. I'm talking about AI. Today we're going to get a little techie, so hang in there with me. There's nothing to be afraid of. But I am going to help you to learn how to use AI in your everyday life. Hi, it's Robin with SeniorSafetyAdvice.com. Tune into our channel for tips and hints for seniors and caregivers about aging in place safely. So, the specific AI model I'm talking about today is ChatGPT. There are several kinds out there on the market now. And when I say market, these are all free tools that you can use. All you need is to create a little account with a username and a password, and off you go. So there's ChatGPT, there's Perplexity, there's Grok, there is Gemini. There are so many out there. Everybody is jumping on the bandwagon for AI. So it's time to learn how to use it. All of these, I'm saying ChatGPT specifically, but all of these work on the same principle. It's a free tool, as I said. In the case of ChatGPT, you're going to go directly to that website for ChatGPT. The same with the other ones. If you wanted to use Grok, you go to grok.com and you'll see a blank screen pop up. And it says, ask me anything or something similar to that. You type in a question or a statement and it will come back with an answer. It will answer questions. It will give you suggestions if you ask for them. It will write out explanations. It can help if you have a lot of information. It can kind of condense that information down into a bullet point list that can sort things out and make it a little easier for you to understand the information. So some examples would be maybe a friend of yours came over and helped you clean off your deck and hose it down. So you're trying to think of the right words to put into a thank you note for that friend. You can go on to ChatGPT and you can say, please give me a thoughtful message for my friend who came over and helped me clean off my lanai. And it will come back with a heartfelt, warm, long or short message, whatever you decide you want, that you can just copy over, or you can use it as a template and write your own based on that. You can ask it to explain something. I am signing up for Medicare, so please tell me what forms I need to have in order to efficiently sign up for Medicare, and it will give you a list of forms. You can ask for explanations like, I'm trying to change the filter on my air conditioner. How do you do that? And it will come back with step-by-step instructions on how to do that. And you can then, after it comes back with those instructions, you could actually refine it and say, the model of my air conditioner is a Rheem, whatever, model number 1234, and it will give you, what do I need for a filter? What size do I need? Things like that, and it will give you specific instructions. So even though you ask for something, it's not just that one question. It will ask you, do you have a follow-up question? Is there something else that you need, based on this topic? And it will just continue to give you information on that specific topic as long as you keep asking for explanations or suggestions or whatever. What I like about this, here's an example for you that you can use it in your house every day. You can say, I have chicken and broccoli and I don't know what, mustard in my refrigerator. Please give me a recipe that contains those three items. And it will pop up a recipe for you that you can use to make dinner or whatever with it. You don't have to go searching for a recipe. So that's kind of fun. Another example of a way you can use it is for memory support. You can say, for example, I am leaving the house to go shopping for my niece's birthday. Please list all the things that would go with a birthday gift. It will then tell you something. It might come back with something like, well, if you're doing a birthday present, you might also want to remember wrapping paper and scotch tape and a birthday card. You could ask for specific things. I personally have a great niece who's going to be turning 7 this summer. So I could say, please give me a list of 10 items, 10 birthday presents that would be great for a 7-year-old girl. And it will come back with a list of things. So I don't have to worry about whether the gift that I give to her is something that is below her age level or not a popular, thing, because I don't know anymore what the most popular toys and that kind of thing are. Another example of a way you could use it is to ask it uh, to help you around the house as far as I would like to make my kitchen senior friendly. Please list the items that I need in order to make it senior friendly. It might come back with a list of things like you would want to have pull out cabinet doors, or it might say to you, if you asked it, help me organize my kitchen to be senior friendly. It might come back with suggestions to get baskets for your pantry to make it easier to corral everything, or it might tell you uh, something that you could use to be able to get under your kitchen sink for cleaning products, or it might tell you that it's better to put something in a specific cabinet near the stove, or different things like that. You could ask it for suggestions. Give me a list of things that will help to make my bathroom safer. It might come back with a list of things like non-slip floor mats, or um, grab bars, or depending on your age and ability, maybe it would tell you that you needed to have a higher toilet seat or a frame around the toilet seat to help you get up and down. You can ask, it doesn't have to even be as general as what can I do to make my bathroom safer. You can be very specific and say, I'm a 75-year-old female with Parkinson's. Please give me a list of things that would help me make my bathroom safer. Again, it's probably going to come back with similar suggestions, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different things that you can ask to even refine the question down. Another thing that you can do is ask it for instructions. For example, I don't know how to use the speakerphone on my iPhone. Can you tell me how? And it will come back with a list of instructions. You could also ask it for something fun. Tell me a joke, or tell me a joke about a rooster and I don't know what, a raccoon. You could also, along those same lines, ask it to tell you a story about a rooster and a raccoon. Sometimes it's just kind of nice to interact, especially some seniors are very lonely and don't have much interaction. So by doing this and asking follow-up questions, again, it's a free tool. You don't even have to have any special equipment for it other than your cell phone. It can help to alleviate loneliness and give the person a little bit of interaction with something that seems very human. It's very easy to use ChatGPT. All you need is your cell phone or your desktop computer. You just type in chatgpt.openai.com on either a Chrome or Safari browser. Um, and then you go in. If you've never logged in before, it'll come up with a blank screen and it will ask you to create an account. The account is free. You use your email as your username, and then you just create a password. And then that will log you in each time. It will keep a record, actually, of all the things that you've asked, unless you decide you want to go in and delete that record. But it's nice to have that, because that way, if you ever need to refer back to instructions or something like that, you have that there in the library. The other AI systems I've mentioned, like Perplexity and Grok, those also are something that you make an account, a free account as well. If you want to access those, you type in perplexity.com or Grok, Grok.com, and their AI programs will come up. You can do that from your whatever browser you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be Chrome or Safari. Anyway, once you have created that free account and you've signed in, then it just pops up with a little bar, little window, and it will say in there very faintly, ask me anything, or what would you like to know, something to that effect. You put the little cursor is going to be blinking there. You just click on that and type your question or whatever it is that you want to ask AI and hit enter, and you'll get your answer within a few seconds. Now, you don't have to have any techie language in order to use this. You just type the way you talk. Now, you may be wondering, how safe or private are things like ChatGPT? Well, as I said, ChatGPT and some of the others, they will keep a library of things. So you can refer back to them, but you always want to treat any of these AI systems as if it was a public computer. So just like with anything that would be public, you don't ever want to give it your social security number. You don't ever want to give it personal, vital information about you. You can be more general about things. Again, I can ask it about, I have a 7-year-old great niece. That's not the same thing as giving her name or giving her address, that kind of thing. Do not give any medical information or any financial information. You don't ever want to give bank account numbers, nothing like that. Treat it like it's a public entity that anyone can access. Another thing I just thought about is, how could a caregiver use this? Well, a caregiver could ask things like, can you please help me set up a medication reminder system? Can you please help me understand some ways that I can talk to my parent who has dementia? Can you please give me some ideas that I can get a mental break or a physical break from my caregiving duties? You can ask these AI systems anything, and you'll be surprised at what they will come back with. ChatGPT and AI in general are very powerful, and they are growing exponentially. The AI systems that are available to us today as free tools are light years ahead of the ones that we had even like 2 years ago. So it's going to be amazing in the future, all the things that AI is going to be able to do and how it's going to be able to help us. So it's best really for you to jump on that AI bandwagon now and start while things are in its infancy, so that you can get used to using AI and you'll be able to adjust as AI grows and other opportunities to use AI come our way. So that's all I have for today. I hope this made you feel a little bit easier about using AI, a little bit safer about it. It's really a wonderful tool, as I said. So thank you for tuning in. If you liked this episode, please give us a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe. The button's over here in the corner. Those things will help us to reach more people with our information about seniors and caregivers. So again, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.